Welcome to another Airsoft build slash fix it slash upgrade video. Today I'm replacing the original magazine catch. Yes, you will hear the parrot throughout this video today. The original magazine release for the Specna Arms Edge 1.0 AEG I have. We're going to be taking off the old magazine release because frankly it doesn't hold mags very well. It needs it. Basically, it's just a bit rubbish stock. I'm replacing it with an ambidextrous Maxx CNC magazine release, and we're going to be showing you how to shim this. I think shimming's the right word, so it actually fits the gun and magazine release properly. And I'll explain what I mean a little bit later on in the video. So, first things first, show you what we're currently looking at with this weapon. We're going to get to a point here where we get stuck, and a kind of magazine release doesn't quite take the mag in. I'm having to push quite hard just to get it to click in there nicely. Sometimes it can be quite a forceful push, and there's not much wiggle. Now we have in a previous episode fixed the hop up alignment issue that these guns tend to get shipped with. I think it's just a quality control issue from Specna's end. And you can see that in another video where we use a rubber O-ring to merge between the hop-up unit and the gearbox and nozzle. Now to start this upgrade, you're going to need to get yourself just a little screwdriver and take out the single screw holding the magazine release in place. Super easy. So you've got your button, your screw, and then out the back end should fall the other half of the magazine release, and then you have your spring. Place those off to one side. Don't get rid of anything you take off your gun. I always suggest this because if you get rid of something you can't get it back after you've got rid of it, and if something happens with your upgrade then you're stuffed basically. Maxx CNC. This amazing little kind of ambidextrous AEG, and I will stress AEG, this won't fit on many other things that aren't AEGs. It's great, but it has very strict tolerances. So for this gun, if I show you the magazine well, and you might be able to see this, if I place this inside, as far as it will let me place it inside, you will see, hopefully you will see, wrong way around, silly sausage. Hopefully you will see, if I place that all the way inside, there is quite a lot of room getting taken up by the magazine release. And as it is now, I know, yes, there's not a spring in there to hold everything in place, but as it is now, no matter how hard you try, this is not going to have the magazine go inside and get seated properly. So, I've been tinkering around with this for over an hour now, and I've figured out the best way to fit it on. So if you have a similar model of AEG and you're finding this goes too far into the mag well, ergo will not let you put a mag inside, take off the outer sheath. This is just held on just by sliding it on and off. Take off this outer sheath. Take a nitrile kind of O-ring. This is the pack you can buy off of Amazon. Use the smallest size. Show you all the sizes inside. So use the smallest size O-ring and slip this over. I do apologise about the parrot. He's up here with me today, so he's kind of chilling and talking to himself. Isn't that right, Minty? Yeah, I know. Slide this over the top of the magazine release and just push it down right the way to the bottom, and you can see there that holds in place quite nicely. Then stick your metal sheath over the top. Don't worry if it's not going all the way down, it's kind of pinching on the O-ring. That's actually might work out in your favour. Like I said, it's a bit of a botched job that I'm doing here. Slide this in the back. Now there's a little ring inside that kind of goes through the gearbox. You are going to have to push quite hard to get the O-ring past that initial bit. Or at least I'm having to push quite hard. There we go. And it all slips in. Bonus is now, while you're putting it together, it's actually easier because the O-ring is going to stop it from falling back out again. Believe it or not, easier to take apart. So if you do overdo it and it's now not catching the magazine at all, it's actually easier to take apart than it is put together. Stick your spring on. Then take your other half of your magazine release. Now, it's probably not going to sit well on the top to begin with. Where's the screw on? That screw, there you go. Always helpful to have a second set of hands. Kind of line it all up as best you can. Try and do this from behind a camera, so as you can expect, from not as easy as you think. And then get it in now. Once you've started screwing a little bit, you just need to hold it in place. I'm sorry if you can't see this very well. Screw it down. Now there's a lot more tension on the screw than you would normally have, so just try not to over tighten it. And now, when we flip it the right way up, the mag release on the inside, again, I don't know if you guys can see this very well, is now exactly where you want it thanks to that lovely O-ring that we put in there. We're going to take our mag, watch this magic. Done. Holds it firmly. There's a bit of side-to-side wiggle, but that's not an issue with the mag. It's more front to back that you find with magazine releases and catches, as well as your kind of alignment. This holds in place. There's no longer that point where it doesn't quite fit. You just push very gently. I'm just using one finger. And it's a much friendlier kind of pushing in the mag well. So you can rewind the video and see what it was before we did the little shim that we just did. And then you can kind of get an idea for after. I mean, replacing the magazine catch. It is a pretty awesome little upgrade. Just because for me, I find this AEG, as you probably have seen in my review, practically unusable. It hasn't got a MOSFET inside. It's the motor's super slow. The trigger response has got awful on this. But we're going to slowly upgrade it over time. This is the gun that I give to all of my friends because I'm sadistic. Give them all the rubbish stuff, but this is the airsoft rifle I give to my friends. That's why it's got kind of my old holographic sight on it, and it's got a few old sling point mounts parts as well. You'll recognise the front rail from my Article 1 to MTW series that I've just started with the outer barrel replacement. You'll notice that from this. This is back on this gun now because I actually have a proper front rail on that gun now, which I bought specifically for it, which we'll do or show off in an episode real soon. If you've got any questions about how I did all of this, or maybe you couldn't hear it quite as well as you wanted to because of the parrot in the background, peeping his little lungs out at the worst times possible, pop a comment in the comments section. I will try and get back to them as quickly as I can. If you guys got any better ideas on how to mount this slightly better, I'm not a tech, I'm just a person who's new to airsoft, sharing what I've learned along the way so that you don't have to guess. You can just have a bit of a watch of my videos and see if they work for you. Next thing to do on this AEG, I plan to install to try and install a cheap MOSFET. I'm probably going to go with the new Gate Aster version 2, not the Gate Titan, the Gate Aster version 2. I don't want to go all the way in with a Titan on this, but the Aster apparently works really well. And then I'm going to be really mean to this gun. I'm going to probably put a better motor in it, but not change any of the gears, and just wait until it kills itself, then change the gears, is I think the plan at the moment. Like I said, if you've got any questions or curiosities about anything that we did in this video, please fire away. If you've got any suggestions for things, fire away too. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.